You're watching HCTV 22 City News, your source for news and information on issues, people, arts and entertainment, and sports in the city of Hawthorne.
In this edition of City News, it's rising and it's not the temperature. We'll tell you what it is and how it will affect you. Also, it can strike at any moment. Find out if you are prepared. And putting for a purpose, a swinging story headed your way. These stories and much more coming up on City News. Hello and welcome to City News. I'm Michelle Tucker. Gas prices are at an all-time high, and the Energy Department estimates that on average, gas use will increase another 1.5% during the summer driving season. HCTV reporter Jason Ellefson has the details.
Hawthorne residents are growing weary of heightening gas prices.
And when I fill it up, it's almost $40. So that might last for like maybe 2 or 3 days, and then I'm filling up again at the end of the week.
Some people are finding other ways of getting around.
It's better walking, because, it's so high, the gas is too high,
Yolanda Casiana says she would like to use other means of traveling, but it's difficult.
The gasoline is very expensive, but I have kids and I had to go to the school, I had to go to my job, I had to do a lot of things, go to the market, and we need the car.
Gas customers are not the only ones hurting from these outrageous prices.
For a little while, we were selling it at 8% at loss, trying to keep our customers, but it gets to a point where you just can't do it anymore. And honestly, I thought we were going to close if it was keep going the same way.
But not everyone has the option of closing their doors. Many individuals are deciding to drive hybrids, which run on electricity and gas. Hybrids get 36 miles to the gallon in the city and 31 miles to the gallon on the freeway.
After the increase in the gas prices, the hybrids started to really take off. Matter of fact, we don't have any hybrids in stock right now. We've sold them all out.
According to hybridcars.com, sales rose from 88,000 in 2004 to close to 206,000 in 2005. As you can see, for unleaded it's $3.15, unleaded plus is $3.25, and unleaded premium is $3.35. I guess the real question is when is the public finally going to say, I'm tired of paying for this much for gas, and truly pursue other alternatives? Reporting for HCTV, Jason Ellefson.
Some helpful tips to save gas are to check your tire pressure monthly, change your oil about every 3,000 miles, and get annual tune-ups. Recently, we've seen places like New Orleans participating in hurricane drills to avoid chaos like with what we saw with Katrina. Although we don't have to worry about hurricanes here on the West Coast, we do have to be aware of another kind of natural disaster that strikes without warning. The last major earthquake to hit an urban area in Southern California was the Northridge quake back in 1994. That leaves a lot of time between then and now for Southern California residents to become a little too complacent.
Remember that even though we haven't had an earthquake in the southern basin in a while, people need to be prepared.
The big one can happen at any time. That's why the Los Angeles Fire Department recommends you have a 72-hour supply kit on hand. The kit should include things like water, food, flashlights, extra batteries, and a transistor radio, among other things.
We would like you to have a supply kit at home. A good idea is to also have something in your car with you. Water is definitely a good thing to have with you. Blankets.
Having a supply kit is only part of what needs to be done to be fully prepared. Another good idea is to identify and fix hazards in your home. For example, securing cabinets and bolting down heavy furniture that may fall during the shaking. It's also important to have a plan in place.
Have a drill in place that you practice with your family as far as what you're going to do if you're in your home and the shaking starts.
When the shaking does start, it's advised that if you are indoors, you should drop, get under something sturdy, and hold on. If you're outside, try to move to a clear area.
Get to a place that's safe, like a doorway. It's a real secure area. You want to stay away from glass and windows and things like that that can break. You have shattered glass, it can be a hazard.
Remember, it's always earthquake season here in Southern California, so being prepared is your defense against tragedy. To find out more information on what to do before and during an earthquake, and also clear up some myths and misconceptions, you can visit www.earthquakecountry.info. Every year, the police department votes on an individual who they believe is an outstanding coworker, friend, and police officer. Chris Cognac has been enforcing the law since he was 24 years old. Since then, he has been a strong community leader, always smiling while lending a helping hand.
Chris Cognac decided to be a police officer because he enjoys making differences in people's lives.
Well, because I believe that in society you have a purpose. And my purpose is to better society. I think that everybody should try to do something to make a positive impact on their society, no matter how small.
Hawthorne Police Chief Steve Port believes this recognition is well-deserved.
Chris is very sincere. He really enjoys being a police officer. He enjoys being around people. He's very effective as a police officer. You saw the community relations side of it, but he's taken some very bad, serious people to jail.
The ceremony was held at the Hawthorne Police Station by the Rotary and Kiwanis Club. The Rotary and Kiwanis Club holds this ceremony annually because they believe it is important to honor individuals who donate their time and energy to bettering the community. Reporting for HCTV, Jason Ellefson.
If you're interested in becoming a part of the Rotary or Kiwanis Clubs of Hawthorne, you can log on to their websites at www.rotary.org or kiwanis.org. If you want to make a call in the 310 area code, you're going to dial more numbers to make sure that call goes through. Starting July 26th, you'll have to dial 1-310, then the phone number to complete calls in the 310 area. The new dialing rule applies to landlines and cell phones alike. The Bloodmobile made its annual stop here in Hawthorne. Reporter Charity Bailey dropped by to check it out.
Southern California is one of the most overpopulated regions in America, and only 1 to 3% of the people here actually donate blood. So once again this summer, the city of Hawthorne is doing its part to make a difference. For the past 15 years, the American Red Cross Bloodmobile has pulled into Hawthorne, but this year there is an added significance.
Due to all the catastrophes around in the area, you know, the Katrina and just all of the worldly things, they are in dire need of, blood.
60% of Americans are eligible to donate blood, but less than 5% do. That's why Jose Escalante and his friends have dropped by.
I know that if I were in need of blood, I would want someone to help me out. So I would want to help someone out as well.
This is Jose's first time participating, but his friends have donated blood twice a year since their sophomore year at Lusinger High School. The Bloodmobile is their last stop before their graduation ceremony.
To show that I do care, not only that I care about myself, but I care more about others, and actually how they feel and what they need and, and their needs and wants.
It only takes about a half hour to donate blood, but the importance of a donation outlasts the time spent.
Every person that gives a pint of blood is used for 2 to 3 people, and they also use platelets out of that, which is for cancer patients. And it could save anybody's life.
The consensus amongst donors is that you never know when a loved one may need blood. Phlebotomist Jason Rhodes lost his stepsister to sickle cell anemia last year. Blood transfusions enabled her to live past what doctors expected. He feels that more people would donate if they were made more aware.
I think the people that donate should actually share their experience with someone else that they know personally, and then that will possibly enable that other individual to come in and to donate.
To participate in any blood drive sponsored by the American Red Cross, you must have valid identification and answer a health questionnaire. After that, your vital signs and iron count are tested and you're ready to donate blood. In addition to the treats that follow, you'll enjoy that sweet feeling that comes from knowing that you've changed a life. For HCTV, I'm Charity Bailey.
For more information on where you can donate blood, go to www.givelife.org. Coming up next on City News, Up, Up, and Away will show you how the sky measures up to Father's Day. Also, a local fair promotes good health and youth sports. There's more news ahead. We'll be right back.
Impossible.
It's never too early to start reading to your kids.
Are you prepared for what awaits you?
There are amazing possibilities when you open a child's mind to reading. Log on to the Library of Congress website and let the journey begin.
Pop quiz for you. In what movie did I play a gang leader struggling in school? Who was my teacher? What did I learn in math class? Oh, and here's one about you. What did your kid learn in math class today?
Know what really matters. Know about your kid's school and know about your kid. Find out 100 ways to know more, do more.
You want to fight childhood asthma? Fight it with a bear. Fight it with a duck. Fight it with a wrench. You can fight childhood asthma by tossing Teddy in the freezer to wipe out dust mites, by drying off bath toys to keep mold away, and by fixing leaks to stop the moisture that lets mold grow. Discover other simple ways to prevent an asthma attack. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS or visit noattacks.org, because no child should feel like a fish out of water.
The odds of a child being in a fatal automobile accident are 1 in 23,000. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 166. The odds say it's time to listen. To learn the signs of autism, visit autismspeaks.org.
Welcome back. It was tea time in Hawthorne, and golfers had more than a good time at the Hawthorne Education Foundation's golf tournament. As Mary Marshall shows us, the benefit goes beyond the clubs.
At the Chester Washington Golf Course, clubs were in full swing at the second annual Hawthorne Education Foundation Golf Tournament. But this scramble-style tournament wasn't just for fun. It's designed to raise green on the greens. This golf course is helping students stay on the right course. Proceeds from this tournament will pump money into Hawthorne schools. That means better libraries and field trips for Hawthorne students.
Last year, the foundation distributed $1,000 to each of the school campuses, and this has been the primary fundraising event.
There was $1,000 given to Cornbloom Elementary, the school site that I work at, and it was used to supplement instruction due to the state funding shortfalls.
More than 140 golfers rolled up to take a putt. Among the crowd, Mayor Larry Guidi, who took on a different job.
Yeah, I'm the official caddy for the day. They had a raffle to see who's your caddy.
Well, I'm out here trying to hit the little ball, and that's about it, because I wouldn't call this any kind of golf playing, but I'm trying.
Watchers!
While it was just for fun, the spirit of competition was still in the air.
These guys are nice and strong, but they swing that way too. They really swing hard, and the ball just takes off, but long and wrong. So, but I love these guys. They're my buds.
And not only did this fundraiser beat a day in the office,
A rotten day of golf is better than a good day of work.
some were glad to lend a hand.
So we've taken time to, like I said, come out, kind of give back to the community of Hawthorne and the kids.
In this case, giving through golf is a hole-in-one for everyone. For HCTV, I'm Mary Marshall.
Organizers were able to raise more than $40,000. Local AYSO soccer teams received the ultimate lesson. Recently, Cabrillo Elementary School played host to the Los Angeles Galaxy soccer team.
Today, basically, we decided to just bring the Galaxy players to come and spend some time with the kids.